I've kept the promise. Primary, you can vote in.
Brought to you by Mom Well Care Kit. Wrestling one mommy at a time. You should get yours today.
Hey
McGee?
guys, welcome back to Live Well. This is your host, Marello, Fford. I am with who you guys know as Trina McGee, my wife, as well. Hey, I like the black and white hat.
You do?
I do like the black and white hat.
Thank
That was really cool. Now, is that something that, was I there when the hat was bought? Or no?
No, that was a little sneak on my part.
Those 16 language. You always sneak your soap in my closet. We need to do a podcast about your closet because your closet is crazy. You know, and I know I've invested into that closet.
My favorite thing is to pretend that I already had it. Like, you're like, well, that's really nice. Like the other day I bought some lingerie and you thought that it was something I'd had for a long time. And I was like, it's...
You ain't setting me up, though. Because, you ain't you say, this is the life I live. Mine is being set up. Mine is being set up. You know, speaking about setting up, though, I am right now here with someone that is setting up their lives in a very live well kind of way.
Yeah.
And to me, just hearing everything they do is like
She's living well.
living well. She's working well.
Working
I mean, she's mind blowing. I always say it's 24 hours in a day, and this woman I'm about to introduce you, she needs 36 hours because she never gets the day finished. I want to introduce you to the beautiful Dr. Hope right here.
Hey.
Hello, Dr. Hope.
Hey.
Now,
Finally.
yes, finally you're here, but you do so much. You are a transformation mentor. You are a neuroscience coach, which you're going to get into whatever all that is, okay? You're a pastor.
Yeah.
You are a mother of three,
Right.
you know? I know I'm probably some other jobs I'm not listing right now that you do as well. Real estate agent, I know that as well. I almost got sold a house between the break. I almost got sold a house. That's how great this woman is. But I want to introduce, again, Dr. Hope. Thank you for being on Live Well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being
for being so patient. I've been giving excuses. I mean, you do sign that I'm here.
You're traveling to New York, you're going here, you're going there. You not that long ago, you won the Woman of Distinction Award. We have a state, United Nations.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Woman of Distinct. And you are distinct.
Yeah.
I mean, you do like 30 jobs. So it's like, is that you are leaving your mark on. I'm scared next year. What you're going to do next year,
35 jobs.
so 35 jobs, add something to the pire.
Saving the world.
To save, basically.
I think we are here to dominate.
Oh,
That's the thing, He's
That's
don't
for you.
take over.
Yes.
So yeah, we taking over.
Oh, you taking over?
We go.
There you go.
There you go.
Taking over. I like that. No, that is so good, sir. So with all these jobs, let's dive into one. The transformation mentor. Tell me about that. How did that begin? What did you find yourself mentoring people that want to transform their lives?
Okay, so I started the ministry at the age of 12.
Okay.
Inspired by my mom and my dad. But I'm a daddy's girl.
Okay.
His soul rest in peace. He passed on 12 years ago. He was really a man who inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
And I started the ministry at the age of 12. And growing up, I just love seeing people transformed.
Right.
For me, when I speak to somebody and they're like, thank you, for really speaking life into my situation, and I'm here today, that makes me sleep. And I think because of my dad's ministry also, when he goes around, pray for people and people getting hope and getting their lives back, I was like, wow, So I started then at the age of 12 where I was a leader and I had a group of girls. We were a lot. So he would, have those vows to say, I will not have sex until I get married, and we'll write down and stick on our wall.
Right, I'm sick of this.
Yeah, so we'll motivate each other through all the journey. And I look back and I'm like, wow. Yeah, so that's where the passion actually started.
At 12 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, some 12-year-olds are thinking about other things like ice cream and their favorite show or their favorite dress.
Sorry.
You know, she's on a mission with her little girlfriends. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Did everyone like you?
Nah, because I was very strict, and funny enough, I never had my teenage life.
Yeah.
Because I was very focused in terms of seeing people's life transformed. And I always tell my kids, I said, one stage that I've missed, it's my teenage life.
Teenage years, yeah.
Because I was very focused until I get to varsity. My life was like so focused, just wanting to see people's life transformed.
Yeah.
But there was a danger in that because I didn't take care of me as being me.
Right.
I always lived to want people to be better, but I didn't take care of me.
Didn't take care of
You know, by the time I look back, I'm like, where are you?
Well, he's like the
So it's important to just allow kids to go through those stages. Because for me, I've missed that stage. Because I wanted just to see people's life being transformed. And there was no place where I could go and say, okay, I want to be a girl. I want to be a child. Look, because everybody was looking at me and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. They're looking at me. I can't do this, you know.
Yeah, set that bar for yourself. And you couldn't, go smoke a cigarette behind the school.
Because, what if they see me? Oh my goodness, then I fail them. And this, that has been my life.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gratification, or what is the reward that you receive out of transforming people's lives?
Being so good.
Right. What is what's the reward? What's the reward for you?
I think for me, I found what people don't understand is called the perfect peace.
The perfect peace. Okay.
Deep down inside of you, this just thing that says, well done.
wow.
A life has been changed. And not only a life, a generation. Because if you change one person, it's a generation that you have actually changed.
You just changed one person.
By changing one person,
Bro.
that person, once they understand their purpose, who they are, the battles that they fight, how they can win those battles, they change the next generation. Generations are saved. So for me, I found perfect peace in just transforming people's life, both education, socially, financially, in every aspect of their lives. It just gave me that perfect. When I sleep, I'm like, well done, girl. Okay. Good.
You pat yourself on the back like, good job, good job.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Rachel, I even posted this morning on my Facebook, and I'm like, please, world, help me congratulate this woman. Feeding myself. Then I put my picture. I'm like, she's done well, guys.
I love that. If you don't do it, who's gonna do it for you, right? No, I mean, what confidence and what pride you have in the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I applaud you. I totally applaud you in that.
Yeah.
So you transform people's lives, and with Live Well, I go to Transformation Show. We talk about transformative lives. We look at other people who have transformed their lives, and share their testimonies and share their stories in the seat that you're sitting in. And I get really touched when I hear people are on their journey, of transformation. Do you think transforming people's lives now, like you said, it makes you give you that peace? Would you say transforming lives has transformed your life?
Of course.
Yes.
Most definitely. Because the more you hear other people and the more you speak to them, that's where you realize how blessed you are. It's until you hear somebody who's going through that you will sit back and say, but Lord, you know what, I'm complaining, but you know what, at least I still have a roof over my head. I still have bread, even though I don't have eggs and this, but at least I have bread. So it has actually made me to be grateful and to thank God every single day of my life, even though, you go through certain storms of life. And when you hear other people, what they go through,
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm good. I'm okay. Yes. And it is definitely, and it keeps transforming my life. Every time I speak to somebody, I reflect back and I'm like, God, So it has definitely transformed my life. And that is actually it has driven me to even be a neuroscientist coach, which deals with more your brain, like when you say what you think, that's what you are.
Mhm.
Because that journey for me, it has made me to understand to say, until your mind is renewed, until your mind is changed, until you start seeing things that nobody can see, until you start going to the future and then come back and live here, you're not gonna make it. Until you motivate yourself, because you keep motivating and hearing other people motivating you, but it's until you decide to say, I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
So that's what drove me to actually study to be a neuroscience coach, which I graduated
What
last week.
exactly is a neuroscience?
I was about to say that. I guess I want to be the dumbest guy in the room, but I'm the only guys that are. Yeah.
So it basically deals with your mind, how your mind operates, how you can actually, bring that joy within yourself. What are the activities that you can do to actually, sometimes what I've learned is that when you are sad, it's when your mind starts consuming certain things. It takes you back to certain memories and certain traumas that you have gone through. But by doing that, then the mind starts to reflect on those things. But the moment you reflect on those things, then sadness come like a blanket.
Yeah.
Then it cover you like you are wearing a t-shirt. Then it comes over you and then it weighs you down.
Why? Okay.
Then you start saying, but I'm sad.
Mm.
But it is the mind that starts. It's not like you saying, I'm sad. It's the mind processing certain things, like you putting, when you want to make smoothie, you put your fruit, your what in a smoothie, and then you mix it, you blend. That's how the mind works. So it takes that part and bring it and take that part and grind it and make you sad.
I like that. Yeah.
You see, so it's the memories that is coming back, and it reflects so real. And some of the things, they come as a trigger. When you see something that happened on that day that look like it, your mind said, remember.
Yeah.
So, this is so interesting what you're saying. So you're taking information that a person has already processed through the years, different ways, all different ways.
Yeah.
And as that information starts to come back to them, you're allowing them to see it for what it is before they act on it prematurely in any kind of way and trigger them to put them in a path that's not necessarily the path they want to be with on long term. Am I saying that right?
You're teaching people emotional intelligence.
Correct.
Yeah, beautiful.
So what you do, you basically let them to reflect back, because it is important for them to acknowledge.
Right.
I didn't
Hold accountability to the situation.
That pain, I didn't cry enough, or it's still holding me.
Yeah.
It's still giving me that, 10 years down the line, you still have that thing. So you let them to go back memory lane. And then you take it from there. From there, then you said, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah.
Then you now tell them, are you ready to close that door? Because they need to be willing to accountability. They need to be willing to say, it happened, but it's not going to hold me going forward. Then you take them, how now do you move out of that kind of memories, and those kind of traumas, by speaking positive, by doing things that, makes you happy, surround yourself with people that really believe so much in you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is highly interesting. No, because when you're talking, I was thinking about a situation I just had last night. I was talking to, I got a text. You know, you use text and like, okay, open
I
it
know
up.
what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I received a text from a family member, and it wasn't the most pleasant text. It wasn't, they just said it mean nothing bad. I don't really know where it was coming from.
Talked, and it wasn't even they said anything so bad, but the way that they talked to you wasn't of a high vibration, and it triggered
me. Well, the topic was not of a high vibration, and
situations that are in, it's always the past and the future. Glorious.
Correct.
Correct. No, you're so right.
And mostly, really, most of the people, 90% of the people, they live in their past.
Say that again.
Live in their past.
The 90% of people mostly live in their past.
Don't live in today. Paradise.
You just had to come out of nowhere with that. Oh, that was great, but it was perfect timing. Wow.
They live in their past.
They live in the
And you can't blame them until you start training their mind. Because the mind, it's more like when you record right now. You record it,
Right.
you keeping that.
So
Okay?
you put it in a file. You
You
put it
keep in a file. So whenever you need it, where do you go? Back to the file. So your subconscious stores it. Let me give you another practical, funny example. Sure. For example, you go to a restaurant and you tell the waiter, I need bacon and egg. Okay, I need burger.
Okay.
Please make it this and this and that.
Make it now.
Make it now. The waiter will now take the message back to the chef as a bag. The chef has no right to change the order. So whatever you give is what you're going to receive.
Right.
So the waiter will go and tell the chef, the clients want 1, 2, 3, 4. The chef, which is your subconscious, is going to deliver exactly what you ordered. So when the food comes and you're like, but I didn't want this. The waiter said, but this is what you ordered. The chef said, this is what I received. So that's what happens with your subconscious and conscious. Your subconscious stores what you receive. You put it in your subconscious. That's why if you keep on saying, I am nothing, 10 years down the line, subconscious said, we stored it.
Right.
You will try to do everything and everything. Subconscious will say, we'll deliver what do you? I want it. You gave us. So now it start giving, even we go into business, even when you go into a marriage, into whatever, you say, but you are nothing. Whenever something happens, subconscious says, but remember, you are nothing. So that's where a lot of people, we fall into depression, we fall into a whole lot of things. So what do? You need to go back and delete the record.
Yeah.
By speaking positive. Yes, I know I've said I'm nothing, but things have changed right now. I'm in a better space. And you need to do that every day because canceling that record,
ain't happening.
it's a journey and a half.
I can imagine. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
You're giving people accountability reasons to go back into their subconscious because they're not going to see it the same way they saw it before.
Yeah.
And you're letting them deal with it at their I guess at their discretion to some degree.
Yeah.
Only for them to see that, okay, this is why I do this and I act out this way.
Yeah.
Because I'm working on a path of a life that, and honestly, sometimes when we think of things that happened in the past, it might not happen the way you thought it did.
Yeah.
You might have a lie. You might have a fake history. You think, oh, this woman did this to me or this friend did this to me.
Well,
And
maybe you thought of it wasn't at all the way the other people.
well, you thought about it. You know, we see that happen all the time. So really, you're not living the truth of what that moment might have actually have been, but you judged it and you filed it, labeled it, I judge it this way.
I might have filed it because of other things that happened before.
But it's compound. It is compound. You know, everybody's mean or everybody's greedy or everybody. I mean, these are absolutes that we shouldn't even say, you know, well, sometimes we do that in our lives and that's not the case. You know what I mean?
I just step back from your thoughts. Yeah, and from your emotions especially. Well, that's what she said. And it's the crazy thing.
Let me tell you, it's never an easy journey. It's never. And with me, I also tackle it the spiritual way and also the health way. So you need to, I'm a therapist. I specialize in a herbalist, so I'm a herbalist.
What's
To involve you,
well, no job.
how the body can naturally heal itself, not using all this.
Yeah. So very interesting, your herbal remedies and all of that. All right, we should definitely talk about that too another time. But how do you think things like health and have that helps with just having a whole mind, body, and spirit?
What you eat is what you are.
Yeah.
What you eat is what you are.
It contributes a lot. It contributes a lot. There are certain foods that you eat that just make you like, okay, hope. Like,
wait, you sure?
like pork. You just make it.
Some things you put you to sleep, eh?
Yeah. Yes. So I integrate all those, your spirituality, your soul, your mind, and your body together for you to actually now start reflecting on yourself and say, what is it? And at the end of the day, it should be your choice.
Yeah.
You should literally say, I'm ready to walk the journey.
Right.
I'm ready to change. I cannot live according to the standard of my peers or everybody. It has to come from you. You need to write those things down yourself. You commit to it.
Yeah.
And that's how I help people transform. They must pray with them, also take them through, because there are certain things that are not only physical, they're actually spiritual.
Yes.
Because life is spiritual.
I think everything is spiritual.
For sure.
And there are no coincidences. And
Yeah, no.
I hate when people say it's not that deep. Like, yes, that is.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
They just don't want to. They just don't want to accept that. They will accept that.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
With Dr. Hope here.
I'm sure it's not a tough one. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. You tell me. That's good. I'm glad you said that. My question for you is transformation for everybody? And everybody, are some people just not transformable?
I was going to ask that too. When is it they're just, you can't bring them?
When is they incorrigible? You just like, you know what? Go with God. I don't know.
I think depending on where they are, but I think transformation is for everybody. Because, for example, you are at a certain age, next day you're at a certain age. So as in when you age, there are things that you need to transform. There are things that you need to change from, you know. So I think transformation is for everybody. But of course, it depends on you if you're really ready to be transformed. Most of the people that they feel they don't need the transformation, it's not that they don't, but they just feel it's okay. What's the use? And now you need to now start making them to believe in their dreams because they lost hope. They just say, no, whatever, let it happen. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, really, you know. So you need to now start asking them question. What was your dream when you were growing up? You know, take them through to believe back to say, oh my goodness, I wanted to be on TV. Said, oh really? What happened? Why are you not on TV? Media is this and then you know.
I feel like I want to cry listening to this happen. What was your dream? Where did it?
Dream, Trina. Just dream, my dear, dream.
No, I mean, but she's right. You know, when I really think about what you're saying, that's that is the way to go about it. When does a person know? What will you say are like the two things? Let's just say that you know the person is ready for transformation. Like you said, everybody. You just said everybody. You know, I think could be transformed. But what are the key ingredients? This Dr. Hope says, "Oh yeah, they're ready now."
They need to accept.
Accept.
They need to accept.
You
cannot force the horse to drink water. You can force it to the river. Yeah, drinking water is its responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's the truth that I tell them to say, I can help you as much as I can, but until you yourself,
right,
you accept that I need help. Once you say that, you're opening a portal for help. And once you open that portal for help, let me tell you, things will start flowing in. And flowing out, flowing in and flowing. You start detox your mind to say, because you said I am ready for this. Then from there, that's where you take them through the journey. And along the journey, you still need to affirm with them to say, are you still ready? Though they need to be honest to say it's tough.
Yeah.
But I am still ready.
So many people don't move ahead because they don't know how to receive love or receive help. Like you'll offer.
Yeah, you see a lot of that.
And then they'll be like, well, I already got that, but thank you.
Yeah, I don't need your love. I don't need your love. I'm okay.
And then you see,
what are you talking about?
We find that a lot, actually, for me in America, African Americans.
Yeah.
There's kind of there's a very tough veneer of a lot of us that is a bravado. So men and women, I think like hip hop does not help with that, you know, with this bravado of everything so glossy, and it creates a barrier of people really receiving love and respect and help through. You have to be vulnerable,
Right, and show some transparency with yourself first. You know, I would
self first.
Yeah.
And I think mostly that one thing that I've learned on this journey is that you are not a savior. Only Jesus died for everybody.
There's only so much you can give at the end of the day.
You are not a savior. And that's what we normally do, wanting to be Jesus Christ or crucified and wanting to die for this person. Like, no, You just need to sometimes sit back and say, whenever you need help, I am here. And keep checking on them. When you check on them, don't check on them because of what they're going through. Just say, are you okay? Just to call to say you are special. Yeah, you are beautiful.
We all check on each other.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So you can't just come and want to give me food today and then what's going to happen tomorrow? Must I keep depending on you?
Well, that's why I think me and Marcello really love what our life is doing now, living well. We're teaching a lot of people around us how to fish, not to come to us to beg or think we got it because of whatever reasons they think in their head. We've worked really hard, and we're happy to show other people, especially the youth, how they can work hard and they can come up and create opportunities.
Absolutely.
That's the way to go. And even in those that you're helping, there are still those who think, tomorrow, if you don't do it, they're like, why are you not doing it for us again?
Yeah, you definitely have this type of people out there, unfortunately. No matter which work you do, you still get those type of people. You know.
If you do less tomorrow, they're like, why today you're doing less?
Kind of think those people, maybe they're just for part of the ride. You know, they may not make it the whole way with you. Show them a thing or two, and maybe they can pick it back up, you know, when they're.
So you see now that's where mental transformation is needed. To sit down and say, what do you want, actually?
Right.
If you don't want this, then it's okay. Whenever you're ready, please, we are here.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be here, you know, tapping you and like pushing you. No. Yes, we can push you to a certain limit. But at the end of the day, you are the rider of your own life. And you need to get into the rider's seat and ride your life.
Right.
At each of the
My husband used to do this great thing when he had business clients. He used to work with a lot of companies, doing a lot of marketing for them.
Yeah.
And he would also mentor, you know, younger people in that area. And he created this thing called a core value system, which was really great. And I would see him in what we would call masterminds with people who were coming up. And I remember once I saw you make this one kid cry he cried because it was just a session of really asking him, what do you want?
That's it.
A lot of times you ask people that, it's so vague, it's so broad, it's not even like something that could be palatable or applicable to their life right now.
Yeah.
Or it's just not that anything's unrealistic, but it's just not centered and clear. People aren't clear on what they really want.
So what do you do in that instant? You take it back from when they were growing up. You need to understand their background. You need to understand, sit them down and say, tell me, when you were growing up, what kind of a family structure? What happened as in when you were growing? What are the difficult things? What is the most day that you like? I hate that day. From there, you will get to understand. And by the time you ask them, but what do you want? You know, already they've gone through that to say, you know what? I don't want to be the person I used to be. And this is what I want to be in the future. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds right. No, I agree. I totally agree. But we do find people that are just not in the position of accepting. You know what I mean?
We come from Hollywood.
You know,
Same on me.
Yeah, we love them, but you know, I don't know. You got your kid out for you, Doctor. So that's
another quick question. Male or female, who's easier to transform? Be careful, because you're going to get caught in the comments. I'm joking.
So, I think from a female perspective, both are, but I will say men. I'm not sure because I'm daddy's girl. Okay. So I always believed in, I think I've always looked at men and say, you are the king. You know, if you as a man, you are transformed, your wife is safe, your children are safe, and your children's children are safe. So for me, I think it's easy to men than women. But the percentage is not a lot. But I don't know. I just feel for me it's easy when I speak to a man.
Yeah,
you know, and making them understand who they are, it becomes easier. But with women, mostly it will be like, oh, okay, I look at you and who are you? What man are you wearing? And where are you taking me to? How are you driving? So with men, they listen to you.
Yeah, they're not.
As you listen with, and see you in a to say, okay. Actually, I think this is better. They look at you as a mother.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. They embrace you as my mom. So
Tell me one of these men had to fall in love with you, though. Right. A man, he's gonna fall in love. I'm just saying.
All right. And it probably has been. She a professional. It probably have been in office. You know. Well, yeah. There's some men that just want to say, I just need to be with you. They just like, no.
just tell me what to do, Doc.
Like you put most of our lives. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh wow.
It's a journey that we just need to embrace and just have those lines and like, you don't come close to this line.
Mm.
That's good.
Yeah, with all that you're doing, Dr. Hope, where do you see yourself in a couple years from now? You kind of scare me because it sounds like you're going to be the first Dr. Hope on the moon or something. I don't know. You're going to space. You do so much stuff. Like, just tell me, what are we looking from Dr. Hope in the next couple of years or so?
I'm really trusting God that we have a center that is called a holistic healing center.
Holistic Healing Center.
Where we're going to face challenges head on.
Okay.
And where we're going to be realistic about issues.
Yes.
Not theory. But people who will say, I've been raped. I know how it feels. I've been there. You can pass through this. It's just a wilderness that you are in. Just hang in there. And if people who could come and say, I've gone through that trauma. As you speak, I feel it. But look where I am. I had to go through the wilderness. Fortunately, we can take you out of the wilderness, but we can help you through the wilderness. So I'm trusting that I have that where I have people who will be honest, not shade, and gray lines and like, it's possible, it's doable. How? I want the realistic of how. What are the difficulties in the how that you had to encounter? And how did you actually overcome that? Give me that road. And where I am right now, how do I now get there? And the second thing, I'm really trusting God. There's a place in Johannesburg that is called Hillbrow.
Hillbrow, I've heard Hillbrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this thing in my heart that we want to turn Hillbrow and say Hillbrow for Jesus. We say Hillbrow for Jesus. We go and we speak Hillbrow for Jesus. Say, pray over Hillbrow and say, this land is also for Jesus. Because, that's where I see myself.
I love that. You have to have a future in your mind.
I do.
At all times.
But if you don't know your past, you won't know where you're going. And I think Dr. Hope is handling people's past, but to know where they're going at the end of the day, So I thank you so much for coming. I know you have so many other jobs you do. Oh, and I also heard from because I know your son is here in the studio. I talked to her. I heard you're because Live Well is about eating well too, and I heard that you're an amazing cook as well.
Oh my word!
Yes.
They've always said I must open a restaurant, and I'm like, what? Oh no! I think it's by the grace.
She's talking, so I know it's good.
Let's go. Hey, as a big man, I'm ready to try it. I'm ready to go all in. I want to get transformed into her dinner. In her kitchen. Show me into your kitchen. That's what I'm telling you that.
Let's do it.
What's your favorite dish?
Oh my word.
Yeah.
I think what we called mohodu.
That's my favorite dish.
Yeah, that's what I want to make.
I know that her name.
I want to make.
Oh yeah, it's here in the studios. Yeah, really. Yeah. I'm a lady for that. I love mohodu. I eat pop and I do with sap. That's my favorite meal.
He loves.
I eat it with my fingers, my hand. I gotta lick every single finger.
Looking also a place where they have Mohodo Mondays. Okay.
Yes, I go to Mohodo's Monday.
Oh, then we have a day.
Yes, and I do the mohodu. I'm all about the mohodu. Oh no, yes, I will try it at your house. And for those who don't know, explain to people if it's what Mahoda is.
Mohode is the, what do we call it, Ghana?
It's a
Tripe.
beef tripe. It's beef tripe that is steamed snack.
Love it.
Silky.
I'm gonna test it because I am at your house and I trust you.
Yes.
We're gonna do it.
We gonna do it.
Yeah, wait, my fingers will be there. Trust me. I'll be here.
It's coming.
Yes. Oh, wow. A chef. I'm not gonna say a cook no more. A chef. Because she was Mahodu. You gotta be a chef to make Mahodu. You ain't
Chef.
you're not no cook. You're a transformation, a mentor, a neuroscience coach. I'm a pastor. It's a pastorship into everything that she does.
Herbalist
Herbalist as well, you know, so
and mom.
and a free.
What?
And a Mahodu
Yeah.
chef connoisseur.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be good. So,
We're meeting some interesting people here. We really are.
oh, we gonna mean that we live well, so we eat well.
That's right.
Fair enough, right? And Dr. Hope,
Thank you for coming again. You have been such a breath of fresh air. You're empowering women, being a woman of distinction recognized by the United Nations, which is not a small feat at the end of the day. I know you go back and forth to U.S., New York, and everything. I know you speak. I know you do all your pastorship as well. I know you have a following and everything. And where you talking about going in the next year to 2 years, I only hope we can transform right there with you.
Thank you so much. I said, great. Let God really blesses you as you transform more lives.
yes, thank you
That's
so much.
you in South Africa.
They live well as live outside of Africa. On that note, guys, this is my child Fford. I'm with Trina. Trina, what do?
We live well.
We live well. Talk soon.